Oh, I hate that.
I was wondering, like, this was it. So, my name is doing the wrong one. George. All right, good morning. We'll call the meeting of the Codington County Board of Commissioners to order. Today is Tuesday, December 16th. It is 9 a.m. And we'll begin with pledge of allegiance this morning. We'll have Commissioner McElhaney lead us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Commissioner McElhaney. Reminder to please silence your cell phones this morning so they do not disrupt the meeting, if you would, please. Call for public comment. Public comment may be submitted in person or by telephone by calling 605-882-6248 or 605-882-6297. Commissioners, any conflict of interest items this morning?
No.
Seeing none, we'll move on to number 4. This is action to approve the December 16th agenda. We have a motion.
Second.
Motion by Gable, second by Commissioner Schwer. Any discussion on that? Not all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 5 is action to approve the December 9th minutes. Motion by McElhaney. We have a second by Commissioner Johnson. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Move on to number 6. This is our monthly report from the Highway Department. We'll get Highway Superintendent Randy Falvey up here. Good morning, Randy.
Good morning.
Morning. But Randy.
Short list of items today. Grand Garden Construction Incorporated is still continuing to work on our 14th Avenue Bridge. Right now they're in the process of dragging piles, which you may have heard them doing this morning. In preparation for diverting the water. We did have another hit and run. I don't know if I mentioned this previously on the west side this time. They destroyed the barricade that actually says road closed with flashing light on. Traffic is using the 7th Street cutover more so than they are using the 10th Avenue full detour also. So there's quite a bit of traffic on the bypass. We're adding final touches to our new dump truck. Adjustments made to the snowplow. Getting chipper hitch on and final preparation for putting that into service, which we're actually going to use today already. Basic construction along with overhead door and Westwire Electric is finishing up on our portion of this year's truck storage upgrade project. The doors are all in with the exception of our alleyway door, which has a portion that has been damaged that we're waiting on for installation. But the electrician and overhead door should be finished up the majority of the project gets today or tomorrow. So we're going to start moving on our racking and getting some of our equipment back in here. I did talk with Adam Hansen from Banner about our second phase coming up this next year. Majority of it's going to involve electrical because of the fans and heating systems going to be going in there. So they are working on that right now. I also sat down with Waylon Glazius from Banner to go over next year's road project, which will be discussed a little bit here as far as County Road 7 and 10. Midwest Pipeline finished up cleaning our sewer lines and line in last week. So we should be in shape for another 60 years or so, hopefully. We did have a few snow events, obviously, already this year, nothing too major. So we did send the guys out a few times to put out some sand and whatnot on some ice spots, and mostly just kind of drifting and whatnot. I'm trying to stay ahead of it. I did use the new snowplow on pickup truck, that bridge over by Randy's house on County Road 20. It helps out a lot that I don't have to send a full-size truck out to clean up that bridge because it does drift. That's one of the worst concerns in the county. And just the public service announcements with the snow. Some of the residents are pushing snow across the roadways and into the right of ways. I don't particularly have an issue with that as long as they make sure that they're pulling the snow off the roadways and pushing it far enough into the right of ways, then it's not a concern for us. If it is, to become a concern, it could be a potential of $100 fine. And if we do have to go out and clean it up, that's $200 for the charge as a bare minimum. So again, just as a service announcement, please make sure that you're cleaning the roads off. And that's all that I have.
Oh, good. Any questions, commissioners? Seeing none, let's move on to item number 7, since you're up here, Randy. This is action to authorize the chair to sign an engineering services for County Road 7 and 10 restoration.
This is that portion of the road for next year's project. This is, Mr. Chairman said, County Road 7 and 10, this is the extension of 81 over by the bus, I have difficulty talking today. Would be on the east side of I-29, going over to County Road 7 and then go south to 212. With the amount of traffic that is coming out of those haul road pits there's a lot of rutting in the roads, and the road is starting to deteriorate. So we do need to stay ahead of that. And this is again to ask Banner to engineer that portion of the road to have it resurfaced. All told, their engineering services will come to $40,000 at a maximum. Again, we will only bill for whatever services put into consideration at that point. And what we're looking at currently is potentially just shaving 2 inches off of this road surface and relaying that. We do have a couple areas that do look be soft, so they have to be dug out and relayed to a greater depth, but that is minimal at this point. This also coincides with replacing a portion of that bridge on County Road 7 that was damaged in an ice storm a few years ago.
Motion to approve. We have a motion to approve by Commissioner McElhaney and a second by Commissioner Gable. Any discussion?
This is a budget, but yes, there's a budget. Sure.
Okay, any other questions? Not all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Move on to item number 6B. This is facility manager, Steve Mullengrad. Get Steve up here. Morning, Steve.
Good morning. My report's actually gonna be a little bit light and short today. With the ag building, the staff has finished up hauling the clay, filling the barn. Really improved the level of the barn's floor. Before it was kind of a little ruddy, now it's really smooth and filled in pretty level. This is hoping, also we're hoping that this will help with the heavy rains that occur in the summertime and kind of runs into the barn. Hopefully there's not excessive water this time anymore. Government building, treasurer's office was completed in operation for Friday's business hours. I also this week received a 5-year maintenance contract from Johnson Control for upgrading the HVAC system. I will present that contract next week for authorization for signature. And then pretty well on the weed department, there's a weed board meeting at 1 p.m. today at the extension complex.
Did you, Mr. Chair, quick question, did you see a lot of, unhappy people with the treasurer's office being closed for 2 days? I have not, I didn't really see anybody, but I don't know how the response was, so that'll be more on probably Carol's end and probably security guard people. So, yeah, yep.
That kind of ends it for me here.
Okay.
We're gonna probably skip my other couple lines until Wayland is gonna show up, so he'll do a little more explanations on those white items
Okay,
that affiliated with them.
that's the parking lot. And,
Yeah. And then, yeah, the thing, 2 things I've done that, yeah, and done.
All right,
Yep.
sounds good. We'll come back to you. Thank you. All right, let's move down to item number 10. This is discussion possible action to approve the purchase of 2 new computers with 4 monitors in the state's attorney's office. Attorney Allison Boston, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. So we do our computers on a rotation. We try to replace 2 computers every year. We replaced mine earlier this year because I frankly couldn't function with what I had. We do have room in the budget for this, and so we've decided that the 2 computers that were on the rotation to be replaced are the computers that will be replaced. These computers are used by Jamie Monson, who is, I consider her to be the office manager. She manages all of our third-party contracts for our office with just about everything. She is in charge of all of our staff people. In fact, this morning she was having computer issues and couldn't get her computer turned on before magistrate court today, so she is well overdue. The other computer is to go to Carrie. Carrie is in charge of all juvenile and abuse and neglect matters. She is the only administrative staff that handles those, and so her computer is also very important to our office, so.
Motion by Gable, second by McElhaney, it's in the budget.
It is, yeah, so, I intend to draw this from my professional services budget. I have a pretty substantial amount left in that budget for the year.
That's the 3420. The 3426.
That's the amount, yes, sorry, yes, that is the amount.
3426. Okay. All right, we do have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And let's move on to item number 11, also affecting the state's attorney's office, and this is discussion possible action to approve the purchase of an industrial shredder.
That's correct. So this shredder we found on Amazon, it is the same brand of shredder that we currently have in our office. I joke that I should have printed a picture of our current shredder. Right now we can shred approximately 1 to 2 pages at a time, and the shredder likes to error out and stall when we shred those pages. As you can imagine, we deal with a great volume of confidential information in our office. We receive reports regarding just about anything. They imagine that the public would not like their confidential information, including phone numbers, addresses, dates of birth, social security numbers, not shredded. I did compare cost of shredder services as well as shredders that we could get from other sources, and this is the most cost-effective option, and so.
Motion by Second, second by Schwer. It's 100% jam proof.
That's what they
How-
say.
I can't believe that.
Yeah, well, it's commercial, it's commercial grade, so.
So who's the tester on that jam food?
Well, I can tell you that we have plenty of paper that needs to be shredded, so I will leave a very nice review for them if it is in fact jam proof.
All right, let's vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's move back to item number 8. This is action to authorize the chair amendment number 2, the contract for action to authorize chair amendment number 2, contract for engineering services for Codington County Extension Building parking lot design. Okay.
Morning.
Okay.
I saw Randy,
Have him turn on the mic there.
saw Randy walking downstairs. I stopped and talked to him for a little bit and said, we better get up there. Steve's already at the boat. So apologize that he had to come back. Okay, so the first item, and I guess both items, are related, but, the first item that I believe is on the agenda is, a request for an amendment of engineering services for the Codington County Extension Building Parking Lot Construction Project for the construction contract administration and the things. So as that project progressed and obviously the initial construction is completed in 2024, and there was warranty work that was scheduled and completed in 2025 here. The contractor for that project extended their construction timeline beyond the contract date. And part of the final pay application for that project did penalize that contractor $4,200 for the delay or penalty on the project. With that, Banner continued to provide services through that extended construction time thing, and then an additional follow-up administrative and oversight this year through the warranty period, when the contractor was required to come back to take care of warranty items that were identified on the project. And so, the letter, that was part of your packet, spells out, the additional services from the construction phase, as well as, the compensation that Banner is, requesting. I believe there was, maybe some additional information just regarding, our internal, billing from the project and our, good faith effort to be a partner with the county, and not asking for all of the time that we had eventually put on the project. And so that's the first item is, the request for the, $8,000 amendment to the contract to cover the extended construction period, which again, typically the liquidated damages of the $4,200 for the delay would be used for actual damages to the county, which, engineering expenses incurred would be an actual damage to the county. And then again, supporting the county through the warranty period as well.
Okay, look for action to authorize the chair to sign that amendment.
Second.
Motion by Johnson and a second by McElhenney. Any further discussion on that?
How does this, this is what the question is, so what's it going to?
I budgeted a little bit for excess for, any kind of incidental since we had that occurred for the parking lot this year. So I do have, there is plenty in the budget for this. Yeah, so this is something that Steve and I had discussed, quite some time ago, but, we wanted to get through the warranty, item before I get, that we're not like that.
Okay.
And,
Okay, let's go ahead and vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, let's move on to action to approve, oh, no, action to, wait a minute, what do we have? Oh, okay, we've done it. So action to approve final pay application for Dunnick for Codington County Extension parking lot project.
Sure, so this is just a final pay application for the project. We had withheld dollars on the project until the warranty items are completed, and then, the additional concrete frost pier, work in front of the Salem building. And so now that that work has been completed, again, because that work is complete, that there will still be, the contract will still be responsible to warranty that warranty work. Essentially, it is how that works, because it's still subject to, workmanship, requirements. But, this pay application just fulfills our final contract that includes all, pay items, written and change order items that are associated with the project.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Gable, second by Commissioner Schwer. Any discussion on that?
And that amount is, yes.
So it's $13,764.40, and I guess I couldn't, I'll just quick make the note, but it doesn't necessarily matter at this point in time, but the original contract price on the first sheet there is $515,414.80. With this payment, the final project price will have been $513,452.10. So it ended up about, just under $2,000 under the contract value once we reconciled all of the quantities and stuff. I want to make that point to make sure it's known that that's not in excess of your original contract. This is just what's remaining to be paid. And so your total project price was about within about $2,000 of your contract price. That was good. So
Thank you.
All right, we do have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you very much.
yeah, thank you all for your time this morning.
Thank you.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for all your work. Yeah, appreciate it. Forward to 2026.
It's been a good year. Let's do it again next year.
I'll get this paper.
All right, let's move on to item number 12. This is discussion possible action to approve union contracts with Codington County Teamsters Local Union number 120. That is the Correctional Officers Union and also the Sheriff's Deputy Association. And we'll have Natalie come up if she would, please.
Morning, Commissioner.
Good morning.
Have some paper for you. apologize for not getting this to you earlier. Lee, I did email you, we wanted to screen share lots of papers.
Which one is?
There's, just look at drafts, then that shows the red line. The final just has the long title. All right, so, we have reached, agreements with our other two unions, the Sheriff's Deputy Association and the Correctional Officers Teamsters. And so, we have contracts before you for, review and approval. If you want to start with, the correctional officers, changes were made. You find it, okay, perfect, thanks, Lee. Changes were made to appendix, well, okay, we'll start on page 26, the terms of the agreement. We just updated the date, that would be dated, this contract would be dated the 16th day of December.
Wait a second, copies of the same thing.
No, they're different, the heading.
This is,
These are the deputies, these are two deputies.
Yeah.
Is there a,
I got three of the same right here.
Oh, you might have one of Troy, maybe.
I just need the
Okay,
correction.
so this is Teamsters, and then you
Yeah, I
have
got two of the
Teamsters,
same.
okay, can you guys switch, maybe that's. Yeah, no.
I think I have two.
How about there, do you have the Teamster, the deputy, Tyler? Sorry,
There we go.
I have two of the same.
which do you have? There you go, Teamsters and deputies. What do you guys like?
I got correctional and deputies.
Okay, good,
Okay, all right,
Sorry.
starting with the correctional.
administrative issues, sorry. Okay, so starting with the correctional officers, on page 26, the date was just updated that this would be dated the 16th day of December 2025. Then appendix A was updated, with the new wage scale, so again, what we did is we took the wage scale which you approved from McGrath last week, their new wage scale, and then added the 2.6% COLA that was approved to that. So this is the new wages with that adjustment made. And just confirmation in place would be placed on the wage scale at the step closest to their current salary without a decrease in wages. And then the appendix, F with the health insurance is just the new plan for 2026 that you approved. And deletion of last year's, or this year's 2025.
I go to E.
Yeah, I don't have it.
We got it now. Good.
Yeah, is that sorry for the wrong copy to you. Removed the 2025 and into the 2026, which is what for you. So again, this year's contract negotiation was just a wage opener for COLA, so no other items were negotiated. So really, that's all we have to approve on this one.
Look for a motion to approve.
So. Second.
We have a motion by Gable and a second by Johnson. Any discussion on that?
15, yep.
Discussion. All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And you will basically see the same thing on the Sheriff's Department's Deputy Association, so. Same new. Their wage scale obviously is, not the same as the correctional officers, they have their own wage scale, but it's the same premise of taking the. New wage scale that McGrath Consulting approved. And. Adding a 2.6% COLA to that. First page, changes on page 25, number 45 for wages and longevity. So last year COLA was the 4%, so this has been updated to the 2.6% that was approved in this section. And then on the next page, the highlighted section was removed. This is just for this year with reopen the contract and wage negotiations. And then the appendix A was switched out for the new wage scale. Again, employees placed on a wage scale that close to their current salary without a decrease in wages. The deputy sheriff and the deputy sergeant positions for what we look on here is those are union positions. Which of the COLA percentage. And appendix F, hopefully our appendix, is a switch out as well, and the same for health insurance coming 2026 instead of 20. And again, this year we only had wages open with them as well. Next year will be a full contract negotiation.
Motion by Johnson, second by Gable. Any discussion? Not all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Contract is agreed upon.
Thank you, and I have clean copies for your signature, so I can get you on there.
All right, let's move on to item number 13, discussion possible action to approve the purchase of a refurbished printer for the community service office.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sarah.
Just as it says, I'm requesting a new printer. Our printer, we have no idea how old it is, but it's obsolete. And it has been jamming with no paper in it, like no paper is actually jamming, but it's alarming every time you use it. So just requesting a new printer. I did price around for new versus refurbished. Office Peeps have this refurbished printer, which is a higher quality printer for approximately the same prices, but new ones would be. And so we felt like this was the best deal.
What's the issue with the printer? It's jamming.
Yeah, but so anytime we feed it paper through the top, it alarms that it's jamming, but there's not paper actually jamming, so we just have to clear the alarm and keep trying to print them and stop the printing in the middle. And
Has that been, can't be
we had them over
Service?
last week,
Mhm.
and they said there was just stuff on it, but it continues to do it. We knew, they told us for months that our printer is obsolete. And so, it's at least 13 years old.
Oh. Okay. All right. Motion to approve by Gable,
I'll second it.
second by Schwer. Commissioner McElhenney.
Yeah, money, budget.
Yeah, I'd like to state the attorney, I plan to use the professional services budget, which has plenty of funds.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. It's actually gonna save us money, I think according to what Office Peeps gives us. Their service is gonna only less than save us money.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's, okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 14 is action to declare search and rescue trailer surplus to be sold.
Yeah, so, we have a Triton utility trailer, 2000, ramp was broken a couple different times, they tried to re-weld it and so forth. But search and rescue support went ahead and, replaced the trailer, so we have a new trailer now, so I guess we're just, requesting the old one to be surplus.
Enclosed trailer?
Enclosed, sure, this is the open one, this is the one we use for the snowmobiles and for others.
Motion to approve. Motion to approve by, second by Gable. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Number 15 is action to approve abatement applications. 16, like payment.
One. It is the 911 surcharge. And it is in the amount of 38,944.04. This is for the month of October 2025. This is a pass through to the city of Water.
And for the record, I will recuse myself from this.
Second.
Motion by Gable, second by Schwer. Any further discussion? None, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
Thing for 17, 18, and 19.
17, 18, 19, we have nothing. Anything for public notices where a possible quorum of commissioners could be in attendance at?
Well, Thursday is my Christmas party up here.
Hey. Yeah, parties are fun. Parties are fun. All right, so we could all be up here for that. Any other things going on, commissioners? No, all right, sounds good. By the way, Commissioner Gable, I was in mid-thought when I,
Yeah, that's good.
that's why it isn't so bound for them. Let's see, where are we at? 21, old business. Anything for old business?
Just on the jail, real quick, about the, I'm gonna take this, and I guess, from this treasure before I find it. Sure. Just basically, the bottom line is almost all the footings are poured. Working on a few more of the bases of the walls, very age, and then on Monday, looking at some of the precast panels, to finally agree on. I think this is kind of new to me, but I think it's the settings and trim, so it's a good idea. That, the one other commissioner, all one to join, so it's, one week, one part of the site, so. But just typically the folks that are not even that we keep the private people, so. For the construction, it's, but, and then we change orders since the last time that that speaks.
We're on track.
Pretty much.
Anything else for old business? Anything else for new business? Anything for the open public comments? Public comments, the time and the place for open public comments. Seeing none, commissioner comments?
I would, this past week, we did have our quarterly, supplemental retirement meeting, and I did attend by Teams. Because of the weather, the system is 100% funded. We all, also took a look at what we're going to be able to offer as a COLA for July 1 of 26. As you know, right now, the increase that we had this year is 1.7. And the increase that we're looking at for July 1 of 26 will be 1.56. So it's a little bit, a tick or two down. And here again, if you watch the markets and any of the investments, the return just isn't there, you know, and that's one of the questions that we keep getting, you know, we try to encourage the Southwood Investment Council to return on our money 6.5%, but that hasn't happened for several years now. I think this last year was 5.3 or something like that, just because of the markets, you know, that's the way the market is. Again, the other factor is that we're living too long. You know, it's kind of a catch-22. We have over 20 people now that are over 100 that are collecting their retirement. We got 5 or 6 that are over 105 now. So that's the math. That's the whole deal. We're just not dying. So that's the way that goes. But things are moving along fine, and just that it would be nice if we had a bigger return, but it's still 100% funded, and you are going to get a return, although it's going to be fairly small. But that's it.
Is that included you a July COLA or?
Yeah.
That's good, that's the.
And let's see the estimated increase in Social Security is what, 2.6? Is that what it is? That's the number? That's many numbers in my head, and then you add that on to the 1.56 of the increase in the retirement, you know,
If you get social security,
yeah,
yeah, otherwise it's just 1.56.
that's right.
Yeah.
If you don't get social security. That's what people live on.
All right, thank you, Commissioner Johnson, for that update. I will be attending a meeting in here tomorrow with Law Enforcement Officer Standards and Training Commission. I'll be at that. Anything else? Action to enter into executive session, and we do have a need for exec today, do we? No? Oh, okay, I thought we had a recess. Okay.
Motion adjourned.
Okay. We'll go into executive session for the purposes of personnel issues. No action anticipated following. All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. We're in exec. Oh, say that, I'm sorry. Who made the motion on that? I'm sorry.
Oh,
John, did you make that?
No,
no, wait.
You,
Makes the mo-
okay,
okay.
Commissioner McElwain makes the motion. Okay, now we should vote. All in favor, say aye.
I.
Opposed? Motion carries.